Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I greet you. Welcome back to my channel. So please put your comment. Let me know how many of us that are here. We started late. Amajichi Gozie, I see you. I greet you. So I'm not going to waste much time at all. I don't want you to delay, okay? Because we may have a lot to touch on this particular video because I'm here to react on a space acting of Nkere gang. The gangsters decided to come out to do that which they promised their friends that they're going to start. They will intensify, social media attack and propaganda. I've told us we have categories of criminals in this life that we are living. So there are some people that are well organized criminals. Some are just street out. Some are political criminals. So when you see them, you have to identify who they are. A grown-up man contradicting himself simply because they are contradicting themselves because they have actually men and women in the gang. They are contradicting themselves simply because of what they're benefiting. Here it is. Like I told you, I'm not gonna waste much time. Please, once you come across the video, like it and share. I greet you. Supposed to have started the program, but today is not the day that I planned. A lot of things happened that delayed me, and I couldn't even do much on social media. So I have to focus on other things, even though there are some circumstances that surround it. But finally, we are here, even though it's late hour. We are going to do justice to to what brought us here. Make sure you share this video and like it. As you can see, we started late. And educate some people. So this is best outing of Nkere gang. So I will play it from phone. And what an ordinary organization or a group stands for. I don't know, maybe if some of us in the space can be able to request for the mic because I want this space to be a kind of interaction. Okay. Where every one of us in this space will have the opportunity to contribute. And I would also like to urge every one of us, if you know that you're busy, maybe some of us are now in our workplaces, you can as well make use of the chat of the comment section and air your view. Now, before we go into the Biafran chapter, and also the activities of the Biafran Republic government in exile, and also the reason why the Nigerian terrorist government is panicking, and the reason why they are instigating all these distractions that we all are seeing recently. All these distractions are manufactured by the Nigerian state. And the reason why they are manufacturing all this distraction is because some of us have made ourselves willing to project this distraction of the Nigerian state. And this space is all about a way for us not to, sometimes you can be a willing to ignorant towards the projection of your enemy regarding your freedom or regarding your life. But Jeja, I see you. That is why the Biafran. I greet you as well. Nice to have you guys. You're welcome. The reason why they shouldn't allow the emotions automatically make them be willing to of the Nigerian projection regarding our freedom, because the reason why that the Nigerian enemy state kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for Kenya is for a day like this, where they can be able to use the narrative of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to project and control how we fight for our freedom. And the Biafran Republic government in exile is standing strong on the mandate of the Biafran people to reject any command, to reject any order, to reject any message that is coming out from Sokoto prison or Finnish prison. Now, this is the starting point. The reason why I allow him to vomit all this nonsense is because I wanted to see their mindset. Somebody who started with falsehood, somebody who started with with blackmailing and propaganda. He's one telling you that others are causing distraction. Many of you don't know the politics that these guys have played using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I will tell you one. One of it is that they secretly went behind to see if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will validate the existence as Nkere the leader by throwing money to lawyers. Okay? And when it is done on them, the Mazi Kanu reject them in total. Mazi Kanu don't know who they are. He refused to associate with them. They now realize, oh, he's even in prison. There's no need to take instruction from him. But they knew that he's in prison and went for his validation. And when he refused to validate them, they started acting and sounding like Nkere. That is why you are seeing all this attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. Their own level of attack is that they are not made themselves a friend to any group or anybody that is going to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are not a good friend of Nkere. And they're constantly trying to justify that it is good because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never represented Biafrans at large. He's just one single person. He just this, that. But they will not tell you the genesis of their anger. They wouldn't want you to know that. So when you hear them say that we are not going to listen to somebody in prison, we are not going to listen to somebody in this or that, they actually understand that the person is in prison. But why do they even approach the person in the first place for the person in validation, just to validate them? That is the level of criminality of these guys. And don't expect them to change. They are not willing to change anytime soon. Let's get it. Okwandi, you know how these guys introduce distraction? After declaring Biafra, they're the one that started distracting people. Also blessed, I greet you. You are just joining us. I see your comment. Good evening from here, Mazikai, reporting day one. And greetings, great Biafrans. Thank you. Hear this.
And we attack whatever information that is coming out from Sokoto prison as the streets of the Nigerian state, because that is what it is. Now, let's understand what is government and what government stands for. A government is the system or group of people responsible for administering and regulating a country. Although we are still a government in exile, but I just want to, use a conventional government to educate us today, because at the end of the day, we are still operating as a conventional government, but we are operating in exile. For administering and regulating the country, community, or political unit. It serves as the dominant organizing power in society. I want us to pay attention to this very part. That government serves as the dominant organizing power in society, exercising authority to create laws, enforce rules, and manage public affairs. I want to read again. I want every one of us to pay attention. I want us to pay attention to understand the reason why the Biafran Republic government in exile is taking the step that they are taking today regarding all this distraction that is flying all over the places, regarding all this order and counter order for different quarters. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving his own order from Sokoto prison. Mazi Samonekpa is also giving his own order from inland prison. And there is so much chaos in the atmosphere. And the Biafran Republic government in exile is trying to make them understand they don't have that governing authority over them.
Chineke Bono. Mazi Samonekpa is not under duress. You can't compare Mazi Samonekpa in prison in Finland with anybody even in Nigeria. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's imprisonment is not just like other prisoners. People need to understand this. He is no longer in Kuje, they call it solitary confinement, something that's what they call that. Like, he's not all that restricted now to compare how he was restricted in Kuje, DSS dungeon. They are not the same thing. Now they can visit him. There's a day for visitation. You don't have that before. Even if you have it, you have to pass through series of questions by DSS then. It's not the same now. Mazi Samonekba is in Finland, not in Africa. In Finland. There's rules for everybody there. There's no special rules made for him. They have not blindfolded him like they some time ago they blindfolded Mazi Samonekba. These individuals, they live in abroad. They know this thing, but yet they choose to hack in under this to continue their criminality.
That whatever that needs to be done in their present situation is the sole responsibility of the Biafran Republic government in exile. No other organization or persons has that authority aside from the Biafran Republic government exile, because they are responsible for administering and regulating a country, community, or political unit. And they serve as the dominant organizing power in society, exercising authority to create laws, enforce rules, and manage public affairs.
Okay. Now, he's trying to define what government is all about and what is expected of Brgie, fake Brgie they are in, what they're supposed to be doing and all that. But they don't want to talk about the origin, how the whole fake Brgie started. How did they even started? Who made the old Nkere, the leader? And they don't want to talk about it. I am still contemplating why this guy has not been officially unanimously sued to court. I was a kind of trying to understand why they don't want to sue them. Maybe because of anything at all, like something. But it is not obvious. They have blown the whistle. They have drawn the line. They have challenged verbally, physically, politically, in any way you want to define it. They have made it known to you that we are ready to fight you. We are ready to go toe-to-toe with you and do anything just to validate what they're doing. So why is it that Biafrans are finding it difficult now to sue these guys? Or are you trying to tell me that they are right? In my own little way of interpreting things, they are not.
So whatever situation that Martin Nambikano has
just a moment, just do 1 minute.
of the freedom of the Biafran people lies on the sole responsibility of the Biafran Republic government in exile to handle. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because the reason why we are taking out our time to go back to all the stations to educate our people is because of, we are now in the radar of the international community. And we have to behave as a constituted government that is controlled by its own law and not by any personality opinions. Because some of us might think that, this thing that we are doing in the international community, they are not taking note of what we are doing. That is a very big lie.
Okay.
The congressmen and women that the Biafran Republic government in exile are currently engaging in Washington, D.C. are taking cognizance of what we are doing.
Okay.
They are listening to us. They are watching us to know if truly we are capable to govern the country. And they are very much aware of all these distractors, and they are watching to see how the Biafran Republic government in exile will be able to overcome all these distractors. That is why whenever I see some people getting discouraged because of what is happening today, I tell them there's no need for you to get distracted. There's no need for you to get sad. It's part of it. The challenges will come. The people that you are aligning with, the people.
So this congressman that's what they call the international community. They are the only international community, right? And this your congressman can only see distractors. They don't see how you elected Nkere, isn't it? They don't know that Nkere was former financial minister that refused to give account of the money in his custody, and now he's now the prime minister. They don't see those ones. These guys.
That you are having the they understand us because every government have their challenges. Even a conventional government today have their own challenges. Even the United States of America today have their own challenges. And that is why President Trump is there to overcome those challenges. That is why he have a leader.
You can see the comparison.
That will be able to confront those challenges.
Oh, there you go.
On behalf of his people, on behalf of the mandate that his people has given to their governments. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Saboneka needs to align with their governments.
So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Saboneka is to now align. Just imagine what this guy is saying. They are the one to follow you, isn't it?
Because the Biafran movement have metamorphosed into.
Please, can you confirm if you can hear this? Can you hear the sound very well, or I don't know, because I'm playing it from phone. If the audio is not loud enough, please let me know. But I felt that it is something that you can hear loud and clear.
International standard, where we now talk about Biafra in the international community. They have to understand this fact that their opinion does not override the opinion of over 80 million Biafrans that constituted this government in the first place. Because in the Biafran charter,
that the opinion cannot override the over 80 millions of Biafrans, right? How many millions voted Nkere? How many millions of Biafrans? If you check Biafrans in USB government and that of Biafrans in Nkere, the gangster criminals, how many? Which of them have more numbers of Biafrans, active Biafrans, as you speak? That made you guys to start thinking that Nkere is valid. How many? International community want to know how you govern yourself. When Nkere change the documents, international community don't know how he manipulated that. This guy is a forger. He's a forger. He's a forger. People need to be realistic to themselves.
That's Mazi Saboneka is signature to. Stated it very clear that the voice of the people remains supreme. Yes, we are concerned about their situation, but they have to work with the governments. Because whatever they are facing today, whatever they are passing through today, is part of the process when it comes to self-determination. We are not the first people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the first person to go to prison because of freedom. Mazi Saboneka is not the first person to go to prison because of freedom. We should understand that simple fact.
Now, this criminal that is talking refused to show his picture, no face, no. All you can hear is an invisible person commanding and talking loud. But since you are in the government, you are the leader and all that, why can't you also come out, prove that you're even a human being, let alone leading? Nobody knows his picture, nobody knows him, but he wants to tell you how much can be supposed to have behaved. Again.
Of the process. But we will not take because of their imprisonment, we will not destroy everything we have built on the seas. It is not possible. That is not the way a government works.
When you hear them talking about destroying everything that government have worked, what are those things that people ask you to destroy? No, they're just asking you to be human because they're acting like a non-human being, to be honest.
Mandela went to prison for 27 years.
Before Mandela went to prison, Mandela also showed his face. You understand?
Because Mandela was in prison, but they continued the fight. And they advised Mandela to align to the constitutional obligation of the government so as to make his freedom easy. Because assuming Mandela did not align himself with the constitutional authority of that government at that point in time.
These people giving these excuses that you cannot even live up to the expectation.
So bad for Mandela at the end of the day. But because Mandela did not put himself first before the people. And that is why the people stood for him. And that is why when the people were fighting for their freedom, they were also fighting for the freedom of Mandela at the same time. Because once the government of the movement is constituted, you don't need to change it. You don't need to pause it. You don't need to stop it because of, people are buying. During the South African apartheid regime, South Africans, they bled, they died. But it did not stop the movement. Some of their leaders were arrested. It did not stop the movement. They continue to fight. Because they know the reason why the apartheid government is keeping Mandela is for them to protect and control the movement. It's for them to use the incarceration of Mandela to weaken the movement. That is the reason why the Nigerian government also went all the way to Kenya to kidnap us and also into Nigeria. That is what they did. They want to use it to weaken the resolve of the people regarding the movements. And if every one of us happens to be aware of this simple fact, why are we now taking orders?
He's asking why are we not taking orders? Hold on. This is a problem. These guys know that they started with falsehood. They understand what they are doing. They know that Nkere is fake. They know that they have built Kaba. They want to promote their Kaba. Everything he's saying here now, they are not living up to the expectation. For you to know that these criminals actually understand what they're doing and they're doing it on purpose. He said that international committees are watching them. They are seeing us. They are watching everything we do. But every single thing they do is actually against the protocol. Because PM Samonekpa, the format of everything has been established before he was taken. And ordinarily for them to follow this protocol, they said no. All they want to do is to put their own. A man with a very questionable character. Even his full name is not even known to Biafrans. Today he's the Hahaha, aka Nkere. The other day he will be as Nkere, aka Asayayo. What is the full meaning of aka? Also known as. Now, ask him what is the full name. Even the one talking now don't even know his full name. Cannot beat it and say this is his full name. The day that the man Madabo sworn him in according to them, Imam Madabo introduced him as Asayayo, aka Ogechukwu Nkere. Today the man is telling them, my name is Ogechukwu Nkere. Ayo Ogechukwu Nkere. Ayo Ogechukwu Nkere. So international community, do they even know his name? According to history, you cannot just, be carrying bag and hanging around in Washington, D.C. Others have done this, and Biafra have to come to know the outcome of that. You don't get recognition by that. Today, everything going on that Ogenkere and their group are pitching on is just to waste time. They are not giving you anything because he's not being sincere. And the document that you're supposed to generate, they don't even have it. But you can see the insults they are dishing out on PM Samanekba and of course on Mas Namorikan.
That is, it only means that we are playing along with the progression of the Nigerian state.
Just excuse me.
What that is happening today, it's premeditated by the Nigerian state. It is not happening out of blue moon. It is happening because the Nigerian state is projecting it, and they are using some of our people to project this distraction to see how to divide us the more and crumble the Biafran public government in exile, if not crumble it, to derail it to an extent that even the international community will not take us serious anymore.
International committees is those congressmen that they're having pictures with. I have one of them now on the comment section. Please, like I asked you, if you can hear the voice, and nobody have answered that question, but I'm just asking for asking sake because I know how our people, this kind of video, it's not about. Anyway, let me not go there. Some people are very. Let me not go there. Also, blessed said criminals is really running in some people's blood. Okay, criminality is running. Yeah, we all know that. People are very, very crazy. Amadi said, was Mandela fighting for a separate nation? A very good question. Very, very good question. Now, I have one of them called Reta. Reta is from Nkere, he says. And he says, Mazi, I hope you know that Brgie government will redeclare a ratification of Republic of Biafra at Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C. This historical event is coming very soon. Rita, it is part of it. It is part of what you are saying. History has it that this kind of useless behavior, others have done it in the past. But at the end of it all, the international community that you're talking about will always work with the first declaration. There is no criminal activity that you guys will carry out today that has not been seen elsewhere. So just bear it in mind. United States of Biafra government and its citizens has gone far. When I mean far in terms of researching and getting things the way it's supposed to be. It doesn't matter. Finally, you guys are now coming up with what you have predicted. You want to redeclare yourself again and all that. I don't blame you. I blame United States of Biafra government and her citizens for not have soon Nkere. I wonder why it is difficult. Is it because the man? Okay, maybe the PM has not given the what is it called? The proof. Maybe this your declaration we then push him to give that clear way to get it done. Because with that Lego battle with Nkere around Manzonic, and it is serious Lego battle. Over time make go church without being pushed you to back economy figure of man. So we can now see with all the evidence and everything you guys are criticizing today. Oh, men on ground. You don't have men on ground, but you have the CDS. It has never been done anywhere in the world. You don't have any soldier, but you have CDS in a success week. So Biafrans know your CDS than even one single soldier. For years or for months, you guys keep on telling Biafrans that you are working with Butozo and Gentle and all that. So DPM said it that you guys are planning to declare yourself to declare yourself again. I'm not surprised. I thought Nkere said that the document is nonsense, so he wants to declare himself now to generate the document in Washington DC. So all this while that he has been telling you that he's bringing Biafra, recognizing, so he don't have any document. Oh, it is now that he realized that document is needed, or you want to declare yourself to generate documents. And we are going to see the referendum now, because you have to start from referendum. How many, although he's a man that can manipulate his name and change documents, he may also forge signature. But we are here. Like I said, I don't blame you guys. What criminals do is that a criminal that that pickpockets you and you didn't do anything, will like to also break your door. That's not the fact. That is natural. It is nature. When somebody push your gaka, he didn't ask question why or the tendency of the person to punch your face is there, because so test to go your strength by ikwagaka. What if you know or some name don't call no akọ gị what is how aka ọnụ akọ gị ọkwa gị aka what if you mean abụọ gị what if you mean or bag stored. These are the process that the people criminals use to execute their criminal activities. Okay, and you guys actually think that people don't see you. He said our PM Nkere and the layers are doing great in Washington DC. Oh, I know they are doing great in Washington DC. With your country is ghost. Your citizens are actually ghost. Apart from Betty Ford, what is the name of the other woman, the other well-certified criminal that lives in Canada? Eunice BP or PB, and just few of them. Others are invisible, hiding their face, even though they're in abroad, because they know they're criminals. Criminals normally wear masks or hide their face, so it is understandable. It is understandable, and thank you so much, Amaji, for confirming this. Esther, I see you, all of you in the comment section. My greeting goes to you. Rita, what did you say again? I like reading from you now, because I want to know how criminal minded you guys are. Don't forget that the declaration and the ratification of Republic of Biafra. Okay, Republic of Biafra is about the United States of Biafra. You have to start from referendum, madam. I say, next time, that is not the fact. Next time, how to, if they call you, come around, we have some work to do. You guys say that now you can go now. Because when you get breathe, okay, maranoia. A matter of time. When I go breathe. The only anger we know about that lawsuit is not flying the way it's supposed to fly. That is the only personally, even if DPM, let it be just one thing that DPM disagree with PM. If I'm to advise her, I will tell the cabinet members, let this be just one of the things that you disagree with the PM. It's not the same. Any issue number. He said, don't forget, okay, ratification Everything has been done in Finland, madam. But due to maybe your father is not an upright man, but the blood we much una na-eme on social media. Also blessed. Oge Nkere will soon declare La Zuba's country. Oh, fantastic. And hello, Chuku Patrick. Good evening, my brother. Mazakai report. Keep it up. There. And we have right again. It is called redeclare and ratification. I know what you're talking about, but like I said, you know why? Because other country has done the same thing. I know you don't know because your own the history that you guys read is how successful is Anene, how successful is Derico. That's your own history because you want to be successful like Derico, you want to be successful like Anene. So each time you guys want to research, you research based on criminal lifestyle, how you can be successful, how can I manipulate people, how can I break people's door and steal all their belongings and get away with it. So you can study that one and keep for yourself. That's what you guys do. Every other genuine something you don't do that because you are not genuine and you are not wired to be genuine. So it's expected anyway. Madam Origin, I see you in the comment section. Thank you so much, Madam Origin. Nice to have you. And also blessed me. What he said, maybe Washington DC is asking Nkere and Elias to the document they are fighting. They are fighting Biafra with Biafra. Said Biafra with that's why they okay. Let me read it again. Documents they are fighting Biafra with. That is why they want to redeclare themselves in their land. No, redeclaring yourself. Are there not the same people that went to for congressional hearing? I will see what Michael Rubio will do after appearing in the one in Finland. You know, in fact, I even love it. It's going to define who they actually are. After being in Finland, the video of Nkere shouting, Ogechi, Kama, will be playing it also. As next time, if they call you around to come and support, please be a saboteur. You want to walk. You want to walk. Before job, believe. Lawyer Okolie. My brother Kai, good evening. Please ask Rita about Oba Chicago. You mean Obi? Is it Obi Chicago? What happened to Obi Chicago? Please, if maybe you can throw more light on that, lawyer. They will have to start from referendum, of course, and of course with the map. With the map, because the person that actually done the consultation job to talk to people that made up that submit their location, everything to Biafrans. You see, you guys have a long way, but let me give you a very good advice for you guys to be somehow, for you to last in this journey. You have to remove the name Brgie. Put your name. Is the Biafran Republic? You guys, you tried on that one. But I felt like you guys are actually afraid of DPM than PM. Because you refuse to, for you to change that, we want to declare Biafran Republic. Why didn't you say, since you want to hijack everything that PM started? PM also started the USB. You should also go and use USB, declare USB again. Why Biafran Republic? Are you guys trying to tell me that you see PM as a weaker than DPM? Because I don't see reason why you have the courage to use the name Brgie and you are not afraid of USB. Because him and I catch USB, but you don't want to use. Why don't you introduce USB? Just a moment. All right. So, like I said, everything they are doing, you cannot see anything reasonable. If you can use Brgie to advance your criminal activities, why can't you also use USB? You guys actually know something, and you are so you guys are this, you are fearful like this. You guys are too so fearful of DPM because you in Maryland, Nkere is spreading like a vulture there. You using pictures, all the chairs and everything that Biafran government in exile under his leadership of PM Samanekba. You guys are using everything, hijack website and everything, and no lawsuit, no. This is like I said, don't tell me you are going to skip referendum because it's part of motivated convention. You have to prove, have to show map, people have to vote to prove that people actually give you this permission to declare it. You know what I mean? In Cabo Kwankai for this document that has to do with the PM Samanekba. In Cabo, the international community will demand it. Of course, and USB government, I will encourage them to always fight case against you. Occurrence of internal war. I got about this internal war. I'm not an advocate of no internal problem. No, because some of you deserve it. Some people are meant to learn in a hard way. Some are meant to learn diplomatically. So if you are wired to learn in a hard way, who am I to stop hard way from coming your way? I don't have the strength, I can only tell you, I cannot die for you, God forbid. That's why I said I'm not a freedom fighter. How many of you know that I've been saying this since heaven knows when? I've been saying that. So don't tell me, but you say I'm not here to fight for your freedom. Even if I'm DPM, who knows? Maybe I would have washed my hand off. Some of us need to test our, hot rod. Have you touched hot rod in your life? Imagine hugging it, a very huge hot rod. Maybe they push you to hug it. You know how painful. Some of you deserve it. They believe. You take shower, arrange your bag. Within 1 year, you plan to go to Finland. 1 year, 1 whole year. You flew to Finland. You even book hotel. You made arrangements. You were there with PM talking about this. You know the activities. You know the reason, and everything is meant known to you. And you say that you love our people. You are fighting for freedom. How can you fight for freedom of people that you hate so much? Because what you guys are showing is hatred, not love. Pure hatred. And this Madam Origin said, he said, mad people everywhere. Araga bandiara. Na nke ikpeazụ a na so. Rita said again, Obi Chicago is doing well. She posted today about Brgie. Why also her leg is already out. You think we don't know? I'm not the kind of person that talk about people. I want the deliverance to complete before I begin to talk. Obi Chicago is one of Nkere fighting on social media. I know she's one of Ogen, but her foot is not all that strong now. Let's continue though.
Because as a government,
negative. The gang of criminals.
Taking order from an incarcerated leader shows the highest irresponsibility in terms of governance. And
the same incarcerated leader, Nkere, told us that now he spoke with me for 30 minutes. I'm just reminding you. He even asked me about my children. Have you forgotten that? What a wonderful man. You even bring his ex-wife to validate your stand. He's also in prison, sending message through his ex-wife. You played AI audio message to Leo Biafran to your side that PM send message for people to fall back. Have you forgotten? What's changed? This is the reason why an average Biafran need to stay away from them, unless if you are from family of an enemy and the Nikowa Mama, you like criminality is in your DNA. If truly your body and your system is like that, then who am I to teach you anything? You actually know who your profession from your DNA.
Standing firm
Okay.
Rejecting all the distractions.
I am happy that I have a couple of Nkere group here. I have a couple of you. I challenge all of you from A to Z, no matter your age. I'm open challenge all of you from Fallback Republic. Can any of you have what it takes to grab mic? Just put yes. This is another sign to show that all of you are criminal. You are hiding your voice. Do you know where this your government started and ended? On comment section. That is where your government started and ended. Before I go further, let me remind you that Biafrans don't forget easily. When PM announced the redeclaration of Biafra coming up in Finland as far back as 2023, okay, even non-active Biafrans, non-Biafran platforms picked on it and began to talk about it. We still remember this program. Let me show you this program. This is PM. Okay, he made this post in November 13, 2024. November, the same month that Biafran was, went to Finland, because a couple of weeks before a couple of days before his arrest, he made this post. And what did this post says? What did he say? Because I'm playing it because I noticed that we have a couple of Nkere criminal gangs here. So because I'm not going to allow you to bring your criminality on my platform. But if you want to grab mic, I will give you mic. You know why I challenge you? Because I know that none of you will have the balls to pick mic. Your sense started and ended in comment section. Hear this.
Carries significance for millions. Carries significance for millions of individuals who believe in the declaration of Biafra as a new independent nation. This movement, which has its roots tracing back to 1967, was born out of a hope that one day freedom will be attained. Anticipations run high. Could this finally be when the long sought after Biafra comes into being? Do the supporters of this movement possess the legitimacy to pursue these aspirations? What are the underlying rationales driving these plans? As the countdown to the 2nd of December begins, we embark on a journey through a big history of Biafra on this first part of our 3-part series, examining the series of events that have shaped the narratives of Biafra over these decades.
Just a moment. This is a program how people were talking about the upcoming declaration. That's how big. Okay.
And today I am with Ms. Grace. I will be discussing the impact and the history of Biafra so far. So Biafra has been a short-lived republic that lasted from 1967 to 1970, and this is what actually led to the Nigerian Civil War. So what do you have to add on that?
Well, this topic of Biafra has been one that is dating back to the 90s and the 20s. We used to hear about this Biafra in school, how it came about, and just like you have mentioned, the reason for the Nigerian Civil War, that war that led to massive killings of women and children and men in this country, was because the federal government was trying to take over the territory of Biafra. And you would think that, it has ended, but it has come again. And, there are talks about Biafra coming back. We want to break away from Nigeria. There are many controversies.
So I just want to show you this. This is part of the conversation before the declaration, right? What are they saying about Nkere to them? That will tell you all you need to know. This person said I should check PM Samonekpa's handle that he posted something today. Are you serious? Are you serious? So this is how you guys lie. Please, Isaac, did I read your message wrongly? Let me bring it up. He said, Mazika, I checked PM Samanekpa. You even mentioned Samanekpa Twitter handle today. He posted where Nkere met more than 20 Congress members. Then people are praising him. My question is, what changed? Okay. I checked Samanekpa's Twitter handle today. He posted where Nkere met more than 20 Congress members. Then people are praising him. My question is, what changed? Why you guys now said it takes photos? Okay, that's a very good question, but I would have preferred if you can grab mic and answer that. But let me show you that you lied. You see, this is the problem. Many of you don't even know what you are doing. I don't know because I don't know. Maybe because you are not computer literate, or you are just not wired to be truthful. So the screenshot you are seeing now on your screen is a live picture from PM Samanekpa's Twitter. Look at it here. Okay, this is official Twitter to PM. Let me refresh it so you see it. So you must now I'm manipulating anything. If you don't look at it, it's refreshing, right? Okay, pay close attention. We are getting somewhere. So you understand that you are not being truthful. It's not an insult. It's just the reality of what it is. You see it now. I believe you are seeing it. This is a live picture from PM's handle. Now, when you scroll down here, down, he pinned this message. February 1st, 2024. When you come down here, this is about self-referendum. He pinned it. The link and everything here. Okay. Self-referendum 2024. Then on November, both the month, the last post here, but November 18th. This is the last thing that he posted. Okay, before he went in. And another thing is this Arinze's video. You come down here. So there's nothing like what he posted in 20. There's no post on this platform in the whole 2025. Now we are now in 2026, and you have the audacity to come here on the live program to tell me that he posted something to you today. So you see, your problem is not that you don't know, but they are deceiving you with everything. You are so gullible. I'm not insulting you. Don't see it as an insult. There's no other language for me to use to remind you what your level of understanding. What happened here is that you must have seen Nkere sharing the picture of PM, post from PM, where he posted Nkere having handshake back then in 2024. Okay, and today Nkere still having handshake. Now let me tell you why. Let me tell you what changed, because that's your question. What has changed? Why are we saying that it's just photo? Now listen. When PM allowed Nkere to start going to Capitol Hill, because Nkere live very close to Washington, D.C., that's number one, and maybe the nature of his job, maybe he's too free, he's more free than other people. DPM lives far away from Washington, D.C. to compel Nkere. Just like Joy Irobi, not Joy Irobi, Chomo Koma lives also in Washington, D.C. That's what I was told. Very close to Washington, D.C. But all these guys, what they are doing is just to pretend that they are helping you, that they are going to Washington, D.C. often. Nkere from his Maryland to Washington, D.C. is very close. It runs in just in a couple of minutes. That's why you can see him going there often. But you don't know. Now, when he retweets or quotes those posts that he liked, that PM shared back then, he's posting it to validate that if you guys can praise me then, why are you not praising me now? And the answer to your question, like I told you, is simple. Imagine that you have a child, okay, and that your child got admission. Maybe let's say he got admission in one of the tertiary institutions, okay, year 1 in university. And that child, when he got admission, matriculation and everything, we will celebrate it. My first child that is going to that have entered the university, the joy of a parent that my child is now in university. And the first time his first year, you will praise your son. You'll be happy that he entered, right? Good. If that your child remain in year 1, when he's supposed to pass to year 2, and he's still in year 1, like as a fresh student, because he didn't do well first year, second year, that joy that you had when he entered will automatically disappear. You see, that thing that gave you joy then will not be like a curse. When he entered university, you'll be very proud to say, "Oh, do you know my son is not my son is in university." You like to tell people how how you feel about your child. They ask you, "How is Okechukwu?" Okechukwu, he's back in the school. He's not in the school. Oh, really? Which school? In a state university or federal university, that kind of thing. The joy, you like to share your story about your child education. But when your child passed 1 year and failed, second year failed, and keep on repeating the same thing. How is Okechukwu? He's fine. You don't understand? You say he's fine. You don't want to talk about his academic. You don't want to talk about his school anymore because you are no longer proud of his activities in his school. You get the point now. So Nkere started with handshake. First introduction in Washington, D.C. PM that sent him there that proved that he knew that the time to change his visitation is coming. That was why he started going there when he started. Why didn't he start from 2021 or 2022? Why 2023? Because there's some things you need to have, which Biafran has already has. They have made those things available before he started going to have handshake. But the guy is too mumu. He's too mumurish. He don't even know when to stop, when to advance. He don't know. Even when the congressmen are trying to mocking him, having handshake with him, he don't even know. That is all the fact. Because if I'm to be Nkere, I will not be showing pictures that I'm having handshake. I would rather be telling you that I was in Washington, D.C. a couple of days, something like that. And to crown it all, let him post 2 minutes video. Let us hear how he was talking to a congressman. A man that went to Gunter, the Austrian man, you remember, to grant interview. Gafrivian at the man Ghana interview. He was struggling to even present Biafra. Not quite so but Gogo Sajman made before the interview. So that hoping that they will not throw him off balance. That's what they utilized. What happened? Why did Gunter decided to look elsewhere? You have seen his level of understanding about Biafra. The man is not well grounded. Okay, he's not well grounded about Biafra issue. So if you want to tell me like this or question, for example, it is laughable because you should know better. But how do I even expect you to know better? If you can fall back easily without having any problem, then that means you can also think backward without having any problem. So I believe I have answered your question. And like I said, those of you said, Kai, forget these criminals. No, I know I don't. We just need to. I have to touchlight it. Kai, please save your strength. These people does not deserve this enlightenment. Let them. No, I just want to expose their stupidity, my dear. Because even some of us, some people. Let me tell you why I always, decide to go down to their level like this is because some of USB members that you think they know may not even know. That you yourself, because you are enlightened, you are sound in mind and in your brain. Justin, your level may not be the level of other people. Even though both of you are say USB will stand. Some people in USB may not. They say no, you won't. You will know my fan. But when you see them, you think that they are cabinet members and they are well. They don't. Most of them don't know anything. I'm just being real to you. How about dressing and packaging? They don't even know what they're supporting. They don't even know. In a cabinet, never phone number DPM and from D. Oh, it's an Ekia. No, do you know who I am? Was it not images that revealed that Mazakwa used to toast women that with the PM's name? That I have, do you want to, have you talked to PM? I can relate you up to. Very natural. Anyway, let's continue. Mazi, it's true. He said it's true. Where Nkere met more than 20 Congress members when PM Samrekpa was with us. He do praise him and give accolade to him. But now I don't understand why people are now criticizing him. I have told you now, you are still telling me that you don't understand. So everything I said now, you did not understand why people are criticizing him. Even though I decided to give you illustration using education, your own child education. Are you married? Do you have child? Mass, the time Nkere started going to Capitol Hill is when we hired lobbyists. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that the same handshake that he had with congressmen then in 2024, the same handshake that he also have with them in 2025, the same handshake he's having as we speak. The man have started visiting Washington, D.C. before Frank from Yerewata, okay, to have handshake. The man have started visiting congressmen before Joseph Okechukwu, who is not even an agitator, decided to visit Remo without hiring any lobby. And he was able to appear in Remo's office and spoke with Remo, handshake with Remo, and make a video, conversation between him and Remo, and posted everything on social media. Why is it difficult for you people to say this? That's why that's why I have to call all of you criminals, because you have every access to liberate yourself from these shackles of darkness. Now listen to the gangsters on earth.
And we all are expected to reject all the distractions.
A distractor, calling people distraction. Look at the distractors.
The government is a system or a group of people responsible. It did not say the government belongs to the prime minister or the government belongs to the president. No.
Okay, your question is, Mazi, do you think that PM Samanekpa will be paying 10,000 monthly for just handshake? PM was paying 10,000 for a day like today, after just for introduction and penetration to start as early as possible. So by the time Biafran hit ground running by declaring and generating document, it will make more sense. Corner Elias one corner. Just bring Elias one corner. Pretend that you are not a Biafran, that you are an Ambazonian. Discuss with him, or maybe tell him that you're Jamaica and that you're from Caribbean, that you would like to understand what to do for you to have recognition. And let us hear that he told you that you just keep on going to Washington DC and take picture. That if you go there often, somehow you will get acquainted, or they get acquainted with you. They will look at you and say, I pity you. You have been here so many times. What is that, your country again? Okay, let me give it to you. And it's not even congressman that is going to give you recognition. It's actually the government of the country. Congressman is to pave way for the presidency and the government to give you that recognition. I was told that there's no country in this world, okay, that America have given recognition before another country. I know this one will be difficult for you to understand. There's no country in this world. I don't know. I have not checked this to validate it, but that's what our brother told us. That America have not given any new country recognition, like they've been the first to give recognition for the first time. That is not done anywhere. You haven't seen that kind of thing. So, what makes you think that going to Washington DC and maybe Nkere is having these pictures of congressmen for his own private business? You don't know the nature of his business. You do understand? Or to clear his they said he has criminal record in US. I don't know. Maybe to clear himself, to make himself look, amazing, because of any further lifestyle, or maybe what he's going to do in America later, to present the pictures of him visiting those congressmen and all that. You don't know his agenda. You don't know how those things works. But the same Elias, Ambazonia, and Eritrea are using as their lobbyists today. It's not about Elias, it's about who is Elias working with. Okay? Don't push it, Elias. Let's start from Nkere. I am asking you, Eze, What do you have to say about Nkere changing the document? Remember when PM was here, he was just a resident agent. Him removing the names of people and make everything to himself. Say something about it, let me, so I cannot take it serious.
Belongs to the administrative body of the government that has the power to regulate a country and also serve.
And I don't know why you are still calling PM, calling Simon Ekpa PM. I thought you have PM already. Mas, you think PM Simon Ekpa? No, call him former. Oh, you are calling him PM for me to be happy here on the comment section. Call him what you normally call him in your platform now. Call him former or Mr. Ekpa. I say, maybe you are doing your own without even knowing that you are a saboteur. Because PM said that some of you are in Kaba without knowing that you are in Kaba.
As the dominant organizing power in the society. So whatever you see the Biafra Republic government in Nigeria doing today, don't be surprised. Don't feel like, they are attacking us in the they are attacking us. No. They are doing what is expected of them to do. The Biafra Republic government in Nigeria today is doing what is expected of it to do at this point in time. To prove to the international community that they still have the dominant power over that land that they are negotiating over with them. That the Biafra Republic government in exile is the only legitimate government that have the mandates of the Biafran people when it comes to the Biafra liberation movement. Because we are now in the liberation days. That is what every one of us needs to understand. Because the government needs to prove to their international partners that yes, that they are in charge. No other person is in charge. Martin Amdekanu is not in charge. Martin Simon Ekpa is not in charge. You need to understand that. The very day the Biafra Republic government in exile was constituted, that was the day everybody, every rightful thinking person that has been fighting and clamoring for the liberation of the Biafran people ceased to exist. Ceased to exist. And falls under the Biafra Republic government. So anybody out there that is still refusing to fall under the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing that on his own. You can only operate an organization, but you cannot operate another government.
Oh, there you go.
Under the Biafra Republic government in exile, because there can never be multiple governments in a country. And that is why some of these splinter groups are finding it very hard to establish a government, even if they have the motive, but we know they don't have the motive because they understand what the government means. Because once you establish a government like the Biafra Republic government, you need to do the work.
And I call you.
And moreover, it's not even easy to establish a government in the first place. And this Biafra Republic government in exile have been able to fulfill the four significant criteria when it comes to the Montevideo Convention, where in respect of statehood of nation. Okay,
let's hear that. I love this. Let's hear that. Okay, jump here now.
And all these evidences has been tabled to the congressmen and women of the United States of America. Yeah, very much out.
Did you hear how stupid these guys can be? Speaking English, with lies, without making any sense. The government, this different government in Israel have fulfilled the four elements of achieving freedom based on Montevideo Convention demands, and they are now planning to declare they redeclare again. One of it, like, so you fall back and you are talking about modification convention. Is it part of modification convention to declare yourself and fall back?
A bit. Our Helsinki declaration in Helsinki 2023 was televised. The whole world saw it. The whole world witnessed it. It wasn't something that was done in the hidden. It was done in the open for everybody to see. I'm
gonna drag this video from other thing because this one is selling lies to people like Ez. I pity your brain. You look at what you're asking me. Mas, I disagree with you. Nkere. So his name is Nkere, not Nkere, not Ayog, right? So who is Ayog? Who is Ayog? I told you, if you see, why is it, this is going to 2 years now? Okay, why is it difficult for you guys to come and talk? I have been to your platform, and the guy kicked me out because I'm so desperate to ask you guys questions. If I can lay hands on anybody, bring anybody that you guys say that is very, very well grounded. The one they called they said the guy is very, very, that he knows what he's doing. But I throw a question to him, he couldn't even stand it. Oh, I say, what with this guy, what with this guy? My mic is open. Come and talk. Let us hear from you. Tell us why. Because I have a couple of questions that I believe in me. If you answer that and remain with Nkere, a man and then is supposed to be accepted. If you grab mic and answer my question correctly and still remain with Nkere, a man and then supposed to be on heaven. Unless man and it's supposed to replace an enable on. Elegant.
Now, let me just finish. I will come back to you, Maria, and then now, Martin Simonetta also said, "This job I will do with everything in me, and to see that over 3 million children that were slaughtered by the Nigerian terrorist government did not die in vain, and to make sure that those who died in this struggle for freedom didn't die for nothing." And when I say in the words of Martin Luther that the dead we owe, because him to understand that the debt we owe to the dead is more than the debt we owe to the living. But why is he not suing the government today?
Because every sensible human being knows that you're a criminal, you are fraud. All of you are fraud. What you are doing is not even close. It's not even near. You have not even started. To talk about freedom.
The contribution I have to contribute here is this. One is this: our leaders, both Mazin and Dekano, who I love so much, because when people talk, all these people that are yapping and gossiping here and there, shouting, when you look around and see what they have done for Mazin and Dekano, maybe what they have contributed for him to come out or for his release, the only thing you see is destruction and negativities. So, like somebody like me, I don't take them serious. I don't take this issue serious. Why? Because the only thing that is important to me is that.
Okay, the people that have liked the video are just 36 people. Please, this is the worst I've ever seen. Please, you cannot just be watching. I know that I have a lot of Nkere in the house. Nkere people like the video because apart from liking the video, please like the video. Only Genub Biafrans is the one I'm begging to like the video. Nkere people, if you want to like, you like. If you don't want, please don't like. But Biafrans that understand what you are doing, please like the video. I cannot beg a criminal to like my video. Because I'm not expecting you to like it anyway. But the reason why the number of people that have liked the video is very, very small is that I have a lot of people watching the video from Nkere camp. It is always like that. Now it's now 40 people. 40 people have liked the video. 40 people, and this is 1 hour 15 minutes. 40 people liking the video. Please like the video. I started with a lot of gangsters, so but I know that I just want to remind people who believe in what I'm saying to like the video. It's always good to make sure that now this is issue because exposing them is what they hate. It is normal for a criminal not to like you exposing him because number one purpose, number one agenda of every criminal is to cover their face and their identity. So exposing it, they will tag you, they will see as an enemy. When you ask them what has this guy done to you, they will not even say anything because they will not reveal. They don't want to be noticed that they actually, stealing from others. Yeah, this guy.
We already have a government, and this government we have is not competing with any government. Our government is only fighting with Nigerian government, which is in the open, which is why Tinubu was asking them to repatriate Biafran Prime Minister. Because when they talk about Nkere, what are they talking about? Who is he? He's a Biafran Prime Minister in exile. I said this thing one time ago. If those who meddle us, who are in the corridor of power, those who says what happens, those who have the ball, like Quebecer used to say about when Trump told them the Ukraine president that they have the balls, that he has no balls, that they are the one to decide what happens. So, what am I trying to say?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Only
one government.
You are trying to say nothing.
Which is Brgie. Led by our Prime Minister Nkere. The first and ever. And we are not playing with it. And I'm glad that most men that I respect and women that I respect, who you look up to, who you learn from, they are beside where I'm standing. And the government is not one person, it's not an individual, like you said it. It's not an individual issue. Okay? So our leaders, when they come out, the only question that we ask is this: we are doing what you people taught us, not because you enlightened us, you made us to wake up, you made us to understand that, hey, we were not doing it right, that things were going wrong, that we all have to wake up. We all have to be awake. Now we are awake. Unfortunately for those who still have Nigerian mentalities, they think that we are fools, because sometimes when you are selling your products, you think that everybody that buys it, and maybe when majority buys it, you think because of maybe one or two things, but it's not everybody that's going to buy it, because you can't find the force me to buy your product. So at the end of the day, Brgie is being recognized by American, by US government, including some other allies, which I know Israel recognize, and some other allies that is not to be mentioned, like our PM used to say, because
if I now want to get that, just imagine. I don't even know where to start. Okay, man. Us in Israel recognize good brigades. God, or they call the boss, or they call the girl. When you have somebody who cannot even differentiate between APM and PM, a man that don't even know his name. So having people like this supporting him is expected. Is actually expected. You don't. You cannot just make a friend of somebody who is. I mean, you have to start from people that think alike. You know, people that think like you. The man is here telling you that Nkere, Brgie is the only government that is being recognized by the American government and with other allies. That of course Israel is one of them. Israel is one. Do you know that if you ask these people, apart from Nkere, picture in having a picture with a congressman, what again are you doing? Even though the picture have been proven to worth nothing. Even McCannott, nobody paid McCannott to say the truth. He said it that if you can bring just a couple of money and for congressmen, for give it to lobby, for you to meet this congressman, anybody can do that. You see how easy that even Joseph Okechukwu don't even need a lobby to meet. You do know Remo? You know Remo, right? Not meeting him outside though. In his office. Have handshake, the same handshake. Then made a live video that okay, have not done even today. Not even just, and these people are here talking nonsense. I don't know why it is so easy for these guys to think like an animal. Oh, Brgie is one, Brgie is one, Brgie is one. Forget about what Brgie is to you. Focus on what Brgie has done. I thought you said that when America move, other nation move. That is how gullible Nkere think. He actually believe, like I said, I was told, although I will after this live stream, I will see if I can research on that. That America have never ever recognized a new nation, a new declared nation first. They have not done that. Like today, we have Israel recognizing some of the land for the first time. The only country that have moved to do that is Israel. That kind of thing that Israel did, America have not done it ever. I'm surprised, to be honest. So which of America moved before other nation moved? Then who moved before America moved then? Tomorrow now, that you tell me that America moved on Sumerian land before Israel. Everything about Nkere and Brgie is lie. From the registration to people working. Do you know that 80% of those that are speaking for Nkere today are once enemy to PM? They have never supported Brgie when PM was there. As of 13th of November 2024, this unit you are hearing today does not believe that PM Samanapa is getting it right. So you see how easy that those gangs that even this Eze could be one of them. But for Biafrans that have been here, that follow everything, you need to open your eyes. You need to understand what you are supporting. This is not hatred on Nkere. I'm not saying that I hate Nkere as a human being. I have not done any business with him. I don't know him. He don't know me. I don't even want to know him. Likewise, Sonak Parawa and all these guys. I don't know any, they have not done anything personal with them. But what I'm saying is that this is something that we know. I don't need somebody to tell me this and that. Imagine you already know who you are. You know your surname, you know your family, you know your community, you know your village. What do you think somebody will do to convince you that your village is no longer your village? Okay, but if you know how, because you grew up knowing for a fact that this place is your village and everything, that your parent is no longer your parent, your language is no longer your language, it is not possible because this is who you are. So spending time when Mazamakano was here and PM and all that, knowing what you know, get out of nowhere, and these gangsters from Nkere Obi to now tell you what to do. The so-called motivated confession that they are referring to now, they don't even understand it. If you're a congressman in US and somebody declare himself, and the video and picture is there, the person now say, I fall back and come back to pretend to declare again, will you support the person? That's how it's done. And what people know how to make money, they will make money from you legally by duping you politically. You think that they are helping you. They will dupe you, massaging you. You don't call it crime. It's not going to be a crime because you actually signed to that. They will dupe you systematically, rob you, and you don't even know they have robbed you. This man, Nkere, is an instrument of robbery on Biafrans. That's why I said anybody, cabinet members, Biafrans need to step up and get it done. Nkere and all these guys running from A to Z, they don't show their face. Only the arch enemy to PM like Eunice. Mention apart from Eunice to beat and there's Sona Barawa, who is now CNN robot. They are bragging that they are getting view. They think that we don't know how they get the view. Sona Barawa YouTube, if you stream live today, the same voice that you are hearing in VOP of Nkere, in his own personal page, if you stream live, you'll be seeing 7, 8, 3, sometimes 2. You can't see 50 people watching. It's not possible. But when you go to X, the same voice, so the same people talking. Bring that into his personal page, you will not see view. But you go to his to the Twitter, you will see 1,008. It's been paid. We are here on social media. We know all those things. If I want to, I will do it. I will do the same. The package is there. I know where to click and get it and pay for that. If I come live, you see 3,000 people watching. That mark is your money. It is your money. This is grey screen. But they're using that to deceive those villagers following them, like Eze, who don't even know his name. Look at his questions. You can tell that this guy is a villager. He's not well informed. And that's how they roll. They can't even post their picture. They can't add a picture. I'm not saying you should post a picture for that. I'm not threatening you. But realistically, if you say you want to get freedom and you are truthful and all that, there's things that you need to, of course, present for people to follow you and hear you out. Some Biafrans will be like, can't report, we don't need to fight. This internal fight is getting too much. I cannot support this. I cannot fight it. I cannot do this. But you are saying that because you are not the one leading. Anybody telling you, don't talk about Nkere is a distractor. He's a distractor, yes. But that's the reason why we do talk about it. If you don't, the tendency of his people believing in that criminality, thinking that because people are buying, do you know why they venture into the view? Why they pay for the view on their VOP? VOP, it's not up to 3 months. That VOP is generating view more than Channels TV. More than Channels TV. Was it 2 days ago? I think 2 days ago, yes, I can't remember. Because now they have double system. Okay, they must have sent him, multiple laptops. Once this one is shut down, you put the other one and set up, you continue from there. The replaying program and all that. And they're jubilating about it. These are people that if you ask them not to register Facebook, they will beg you to create email address for them. They don't even know anything about the internet, how it works. Those of them that know are being recruited internally for them to, pursue, carry this useless agenda, making people to believe what they're doing, but they're not doing anything. Your view is smokescreen, is fake, pure fake. We know this. We know this. But when I say them, like Eunice, in case you could not my first self, and most make screenshots to say, and even in the midst of World Cup, that views are now Obago. I thought that that one also should know how to operate phone. Manogos going how stupid Yawadeko. A man on a view and away. Normally, I got to work in a way that they have to check if when you registered, how active you are before pushing. Physically, people don't even love Nkere. Only those myopic, senseless, and people with touch of criminality. This class of people are the one in Brgie of Nkere. There is no way you are there with a genuine heart. It's either you are ignorant of what you are doing, which is possible, or you can't do without criminality, which is another possible, which is also possible. Do you understand? Then, or you are part and parcel of people making money from that, like Sona Parawa. Do you understand? Ndị na-agazi massage, weekend aga massage n'ọfụma. Ka ha go in the buffet kwukwu Biafra first. By lying to other people. You think if Nkere is getting it right, I'll be here criticizing him? And I want Biafra, I want freedom. If you actually believe that if Nkere is the right place to follow, I will be against him. I will not. Genuinely, I will not. Genuinely, I will not be against him. You get the point. That was why when Go 247 started saying that the DPM is working on how to send PM away, how to send it back to Nigeria. I am one of those that demand that he should prove it. If you can prove it, I will hands up from talking about USB. You get the point now. That is how I operate. I'm not here. Don't see it as you hate Nkere. Like I saw him saying that people hate my face. It's not about your face. If you like, let your face be upside down, but get it right by humbling yourself and follow suit. Today, they're not telling that Biafra is not about Simon Ekpa. Biafra is not about Mas Namodukan. Biafra is for all. Okay, really? But your prime minister from day one has been forcing himself as if Biafra is for him. Insubordination here and there. The videos are everywhere. And they want us to sweep it under the carpet because now the man can decide to pay if he care about you. I'm not against that. And the people name me, you can help the needy. You can actually help the needy. If people need Nkere money and Nkere have it in abundance to share, who am I to tell him not to help people? He can choose to help and not actually help. Man, and keep pretending that whereas you don't give anything. That is a no for me. That is a no. People don't need to take it serious. So please make sure you like the video. Those of you that are just joining us, like the video. Let's continue from where we stop.
Diplomatic rules whatsoever. So, and when they are talking, who are they talking to? They are talking to our Prime Minister, Brgie Cabinet, and our Lord.
Cecilia, you are back again. All the kuna other active na case na barawa today. Ka unu jani about the those yes, they are group. This group. Cecilia, you are talking out of point again. This is another criminal woman. Just of course never why you old woman, maybe Betty Ford, because they are all having the same thing, the same criminal what armed robber normally do, cover their face and identity to rob. Cecilia is one of unrepentant criminal. This Cecilia you are seeing here is a pure criminal, very criminal woman. For some time now, I thought that by now she must have repented, but like I said, some criminality runs in DNA. No matter what they do, when now, even if you are paying them standard of $10,000 a week, Fafu man doesn't donut. Come on, donut. Or my Kenya will instead of you go. That is how they roll when they do like that. And Cecilia is part of one of them. Her age doesn't restrict her. Not about age. No. Nkere changed the forged document. One, Nkere opposed himself on Biafrans that he is by calling cabinet meeting. Okay? At early stage, before even declaration, deserve a cabinet. The battle has been there. We know this. Imam Madabu with Nkere, this shot memo. No ga somebody man on ground that will contest as APM, just to make sure that they think that DPM will be gullible to buy the idea. In order, the Nkere you see the Nkere more villager never. So gonna acquire support. This guy, looking at his face, you can actually tell, you can write an essay about him. I don't even need his name. Looking at his face, I can tell you, I can draft an essay about him. And after that, the essay, believe you me, 70% of what I must have put there will be who he is. 70%, if not 90%. Because some people lifestyle is written on their face. Some, not all. Anyway, let's continue. This is later broadcast, please.
The layers and our lawyer. So the same thing happens with the American government.
Please like the video.
So
Like I said, people that are already people should like the video.
Like I keep saying, criminals like what you're describing here. All these criminals, I don't like when it comes to Nigerian side, the so-called jungle. Why I don't talk much about our leader MNK is because there's a lot of like what our sister says here, Stella. How come at Kanu Takano, who has not been doing anything?
Okay, I want to be kind enough. Let me put my link, okay? Because I know that cleanup is going on the comment section. Let them not say, oh, you kick them out. They don't want you to comment. Let it be told that the link is out, but you refuse to come. Okay? Let it be told that the link is out and you refuse to come. Like I said, I decided to talk about them this night. Okay? Now, the link is here. Those of you that want to bring Utu, you want to bring Utu to destroy the channel, once you bring it here, you are going with the course. I just want to warn you. I swear down, if you come here and bring Utu here, and social media. I'm saying that they will be useless to the extent that even dog will be more decent than your children. So if you come here, be you a man or a woman, be you white or black or yellow, whatever you call it may be, if you come here and present anything on camera, on social media, they will be so useless that even all the female dogs in this planet Earth will look more honorable than your offspring. And you yourself, if you doubt, come here. The link is out for those that want to talk. Most especially Nkere group who may think that they are being restricted on comment section. Come here and put your voice. If you are not a criminal, criminals don't bring their voice. I know. So I expect you to prove me right that you're a criminal. That's why you cannot ever, not only on my platform, you don't go to platforms to contribute to discuss with your siblings, with your brothers and sisters, whom you have different opinion from what they have. What if you are real? It's expected of you to come out and put logical argument. But as a contractor that all of you are, you hide your face and hide your voice and continue to constitute nuisance, hoping to magnet genuine Biafrans to start contributing money to enlarge or to help to advance your salary. But we are here to remind those who have ear to hear that you are all contractors, saboteurs, well-known criminals. Let's go.
That was showing out in court. When he was coming out, the Kanu Takano was nowhere to be found. Suddenly, he is the one who is writing all the memos, giving all the instructions, his disbursement and everything. At the same time, let you people.
If you want to ask me a question, the link is out for you to come here and ask questions. First and foremost, we are all Igbo people, right? So why are you panicking? I will not Igbo. Come here now, let's talk. This is just a logical conversation. Okay, if you're from Nkere camp, follow the link and come, let's talk.
Ejiofor that was sacked by our leader, Ejiofor is also their camp because they are all together, both criminals. Despite that he might go silent, the way Chetima is walking on the ground, be silent. Why Tinubu?
Yes, if you agree that we are all one, follow the link. Let's hear you. Bring your question. Let's talk like a human being. After all, Biafra is for everybody, isn't it? So why are you guys? You don't want to discuss with us, brothers and sisters, because you're following Nkere. Therefore, you don't want to bring that thing that you know. Come and make us to know that. Let us ask you. Let us discuss. Then at the end of the day, truth will stand. Do you understand? But you cannot just put on masks, begin to go from house to house to rob people, and expect us to do what? I have time today. That's why I have to touch light, because I've seen that all, and because I know. Listen about one thing about USB government, that USB citizens that I have issue with. Many USB citizens is that when you want to talk about this program I'm doing now, they don't want to watch. Many of our people always want to kind of report to. I see going back to these people. I'm not like you. Let me be real to you. I'm not like you. So I know if I'm gonna gabamono, I always checkmate it. Don't think that greeting and handshake will make me not to iju by the phone. So those of you that think that you are in the right direction with Nkere, you are not talking about it. Let us talk about your regulation. Let us talk about it. Let me expose how stupid and gullible that all of you are with criminal mindset. The link is here. If you know Nkere, should come here. So now come, let us talk. Anybody that want to talk, want to defend Nkere, please come here. The link is here for you to come. I've dropped the link. I'm going to drop it again. I have told you the reason why you are asking Kai report question on commission only is because you don't want of us to be out. Because we're a criminal contractor. They contracted you. Do you understand? Eunice, Bibi, Sona Barawa, these are people with their face. Betty Ford is choosing. If Betty Ford knew what is that a day like this will come, she would not put her face. She would be hiding her face because she would have been saying more things. But as a criminal contractor, your voice and your picture, you do everything on planet Earth to hide yourself. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. If you say you're exempted, follow the link and come. Let's hear your voice first. For the first time ever. But you know yourself. So I know you. I know why you are doing. So it's a challenge. And none of you have won this challenge going 2 years now. No more. Even US have come here to talk to Kai report. I've waited for you guys. I didn't see you. I went to the one called Nana. I went to his platform. He kicked me out. He even pretended that he don't know me. I'm not surprised. That is what criminals do. Listen.
Everybody's calling, but Shetima is also doing his own too. So all these things, one thing I thank God is that, dear friends, it's not all of us that are fools that they think we are. When you check, let us be honest, for how many years this battle has been going on? It's just all of us here that is here that have been doing it, that have been carrying it, and those few that are doing what they are doing, and our Prime Minister, we have not changed. We are still in the same way. We are still in the same direction. We have not changed. We are still.
Honestly, I don't know which of them is more interesting. Is it Daniel Agua and the Nkere group of company? Are they more interesting, or what I'm playing? Is it these guys? I swear, the level of Oshun is not touch. You see, this guy is here telling me. He said that what did you say here? Simon, look at this message. Then the Lago said that Simon Ekpa said we should stay where we are. For me, bringing government for life. The same Simon they told that you don't take order from him. You see why I called you a criminal? The same Simon Ekpa that you'll be shouting, oh, we don't. He's incarcerated in prison. What? Nkere they suit to yo Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa said, and you're obeying someone, right? I swear, HAK your father. If I'm back battle the myself now, only get a loss in the bank. Would you know about a mortgage and all of you? Let's continue.
We now know we have a government and we are doing everything to protect our government. And my joy, my happiness is this satellite television that is being given to us. That's why I cried and every time for it to be busy by Biafrans. Americans, they sell their products. Every country, they sell their products. It's time we Biafrans, those who are opportune, who you have whatever you can give, anything you can come out and lecture people, come out, visit our television. Our Minister of Information is there. We have to advertise ourselves. We have to show to the world what we have. At the same time, we're going to be making money for the government, because the more people watches the television, the satellite television, the more our government is making money. Because we will not be waiting for these fools, these criminals that are benefiting from Nigerian governments, that some people are still telling them, you don't do this, you don't do that, or you're expecting them to come to support your freedom. We have to create revenues.
About to go, these are another. These are from A to Z. Let me tell you, what the names I have here is the one hosted by Tortiville. Tortiville is a criminal. Came on his own even when PM was here. Tortoise, one guy called Oyoshi again. Stella, Oyoshi. David and Nana, another criminal. Eunice BP, a well-certified criminal. All of them, they are hosting space together. What do you expect? What do you expect? You understand? Just what Nikki said. Oh, I understand now. They are doing everything possible because of the case of PM is coming out. Because of PM is coming out soon, so that they can use them, so that they can use their own. Exactly. You see, people, anybody that think like this, do you convince your course to look at Nkere? You're wasting your time. Man, if only kind of ever, they will never. And we have our brother is revealed, that is Benchix Mazekai. He said, Mazi, you can see that some of our people are really brainless. To be honest with you, Benchix, if I call them, brainless, it maybe I will be insulting other brainless people. In Igbo land, you have people that are very smart. Igbo man want to be smart, or he'll be over smart. Man, I can't tell you, I swear. The level of stupidity in the minds of our people, some of our people, is shocking. You will not see that happiness, just like our own breed of a saboteur, our own breed of saboteur. Our saboteur is the best breed. Like when it comes to saboteur competition, Igbo saboteur, Jesus Christ, is one of the best. In fact, if the whole world decides to do competition for saboteur, like this about World Cup, and about cup for sabotage. Oh, why about Brazil though? Igbo will be Brazil, like back-to-back trophy now. And Igbo match sabotage. Go find about Kunana sabotage and Igbo buy. Hey, in case of sabotage, oh Gabado Kunana. Ima how many grown-up men like Daniel Agua never now? Daniel Agua never. Maybe somebody's father. In a water. To on a mammo. Makwana ya she and Jesus. Now I will talk at an okwa. Ubugo 12 battles go share back. Be shouting and telling you that then they look at what he's saying. Igbo saboteur, Jesus Christ. If they want to saboteur, look at PM was here with them in the cabinet. I have not been in any group. The only thing I'm doing is just talking on social media. That's why I always say that I'm a content creator. Very proud one. But you see all these criminals moving from left to right. We know them. We know that they are theirs. And you cannot hide. They can't hide. You know that you're a criminal. And you're not even ashamed because he's laughing. You know what? We know his confidence. I'm using Daniel as an example because he's representing them here. Cecilia has been blocked. Okay. But Daniel enough here, which of course maybe they have blocked him or not, because my spanner holders are the one dictating who is coming or who is going to come. I cannot stop them. Daniel here is dropping comment, laughing. To him, is a joke. And Nkere reports is making fun of him or making him happy. Because to him, after all, nobody know me, you don't know my voice, you know. Therefore, I can steal, I can criminalize, I can do anything and get away, no problem. Okay, what is more sabotage than that? It's not as if they don't have brain to know that Asayog is nowhere near decency. They know. But everything they have chosen to do is just to enrich themselves. So na kita na-afụzi na afọ ebe ọ na-egleta. Afọ ya na nke so na kpọrọ afọ na dịka ebe nchi na-ata ahịa. Kita na this guy, the same thing with Ike Guru Agụ. Fake go no ereja massage afọ. Afọ na alarm says get na this dark, na this command. Hey, good job. He doesn't have one laptop or one system because in the morning, early morning, in fact, later while he was online, VOP is online, right? That VOP that is online, once the system is done, they shut it down and restart another one. In interval of one hour, so not is live. Some people think that he's not sleeping. He's sleeping, but the system is running. They have given him system, and do you know how much they're paying him? You think he's doing it for free? They play. And he will turn around and say, begin to call us names. Who wouldn't call us names if you are cashing out from what you are doing? Of course, anybody that's trying to stop it, you see that person as your enemy, of course. It is normal. It is normal. Let's continue.
For us to be making money too, because our government has a lot of jobs to do. And all these things cost money. Without money, you cannot run the government. It's not done. Without money, you cannot make
exactly.
The politics. You cannot do the politics, the engagement, and everything. Because why I am saying this is that all these criminals that we are all talking about even those that are fighting each other, that those that Mr. The host is reading that off. I ask a question. All these criminals, these educated big fools that did go to school or whatever they call themselves, are you telling me that they did not? Even they were even the genesis of those that wrote this charter, that fixed this charter together. People like the ones they call professors and the whatever. Are you telling me that they don't know about this? They know it. Just that thing, they have decided that Biafra, they don't want Biafra to come. They want to destroy everything, and they are being used to work against Brgie. But unfortunately for them, they are not smart enough because they are just like what you call Luther champion. Because if they know, they will know that what they are doing is only what is going to complicate them. And I want to sound something very clear here. Because we think this lawsuit we are talking about, and they involve the name of our former Prime Minister, Simon Eba, we are taking it lightly. Because when the time comes, he's going to explain to Biafrans why he sued our government. Because this is not joke. This
this guy is talking and is actually living a life of a masquerade. You don't know him, you can't see him, you can't even touch him. Okay, that's number one. Number two, he heard what he said. That the time will come when they will force Chomo come and the husband to explain to them why they sued their government. Who started suing here? Nkere and these criminals. And this Nkere group, Nkere called and recruited, like Eunice BP. This Eunice, I will keep on reminding you that Eunice is not anything near Biafra. Eunice, again.
He was among those that did it.
Yes, former prime. So you know that former prime minister. Okay, former prime minister. They are playing this prison as being a prison is a kind of a top.
Even when I'm even talking about his own and going this forward was that I remember when the saga was going on, his ex-wife could be able to reach him, could be able to talk to his lawyer through the ex-wife, he could be able to send message out. So I believe whatever that is happening outside here, he knows. He has much more privileges that our leader did not have to have information. In Nigeria, anything can go. If you tell me that you see the neck of somebody that they did caught and is running, working in Nigeria, I will tell you, yes, it's possible. Because that place, the impossibilities is possible in Nigeria. But our ex-prime minister, who is where he is, that is in a modern, let's just say, in a Western world, who has more privilege to have some information, and still you cannot tell me that your name is being written in the lawsuit that you are suing Brgie, and you come out to deny it. At least your lawyer should be able to tell you that they are using your name to commit a crime, a big crime.
Okay. To him is a crime. Okay, let me say maybe he don't know what is crime. Forging document is a crime. So you are a resident agent and you alter the document and forge it is what is called crime. Let's just have that one. Anyway, let me just remind you, those of you that are barrister will be here, this Friday. Maybe it could be Thursday or Friday, but let's just say Friday. Okay, he will be here 7 p.m. Biafran time. 7 p.m. Biafran time on Friday. Barrister will be here with us. Now, please save the date. And those of you that have legal questions, you have based on what is going on, not about PM. He's not a lawyer. He's not representing PM Samanekba or USB, lawyers in Homeland. No, but he is a citizen of USB, and he's giving legal advice and answering legal questions based on the legal, aspect of what is going on. He can answer you those questions and give you suggestion and throw more light to what is going on. Like Nkere coming at, you see how they are fuming. To be honest with you, I am in support of suing Nkere. 100%. In fact, it's even way too late. Lazoba, Nkere need to explain things. They need to explain things. And that is the best way to go. That's the best way to go. Anyway, let's continue.
You should be able, if you could be able to send message out and ask us, because I was among those that contributed money when we wanted to sue this girl, this woman, later, the way it went was that Biafran cannot sue a Biafran. Why should that? Then some you that gave order, now you're now suing Brgie, that you were the one who was posting everything that our prime minister now, then minister of finance, everywhere he goes, you are.
The contractor don't even know whether to call the former finance minister or finance minister, because that's why I told you that and they'll be the first to say that others are group. Look at you. They're not even. These guys, this is not even just a group. This is way too below group. They're way too below the standard of a group to call somebody a group, to form a group. These guys are below to that standard. So calling you group is that you're actually being kind. Brgie, fake Brgie of Nkere is not even a group. If there's any other thing that is below group, is where they are. That's not the fact. Because in a group, if you have chairman of the group, there's no way provost of the group will be chairman. There's no way. There's no way provost or maybe secretary of the group will be chairman and provost. Okay, as of today, from 8 p.m. to p.m. Okay, he's still the finance minister of the fake Brgie. Then he also still the foreign affairs minister. That's why he's having handshake in Washington DC. Foreign affairs minister. He's also now into media. He's also deputy or assistant minister of media, minister of information. Nkere is in every department. Those contractors don't see that as a sale because they know the assignment they're in for. They know.
Prime Minister then, you were the one posting it, showing us everything he was doing, making us to believe in.
Shut up your mouth. Mazekai, these people does not know the difference of building plan and the real building. They don't know. It is far away from them. They don't know. Daniel, do you believe in this theory of calling PM the former prime minister? Daniel doesn't answer question though. No. If you go, imagine an arm robber that breaks to your door and asks you your money or your life. Will you be asking that arm robber, what is your name, brother arm robber? What is your name? Brother uncle arm robber. Where are you from? Uncle arm robber, how old are you? That's how they feel when you ask them question. They how arm robber will be like, are you okay? That I managed to break through your door to steal from you and you're asking me what is my name and how old am I? How old have you been robbing? They don't answer question. The arm robber is meant to ask you question. Your own, but that's their mindset too. Their own is to ask you question. That's their mindset. Your money or your life. Where's the money? How much is there? Or I open this. Or I close the shut up. Or I like that. Face front, face backward. All these things. Arm robber believe that they have chance. They are the one to command you to ask you question. Asking them question, they'll feel that you're insulting them. So I'm just saying, so don't waste your time asking these guys question. That's why I'm responding to them for Biafran to know why I call them names, to know why I think the way I think about them. Not because I'm saying what I'm saying for them to change. No, no. Somebody who is on a payroll. Imagine that you are working and your salary is maybe $1,300, or let's say 1.5, and you are making 2,700 by just talking on social media, or maybe you are making 1,000 something extra, and in this 1,000 something you can actually say that you are sick and the money will be transferred apart from your salary for you to go to hospital. Your child is looking for good. You need to go back to school and you are being sponsored. These guys are living large. They are being paid, and you can see it. You think that they are working on let's say what they're doing is on pro bono or just like free. They volunteer. By now their sets would have been reconnecting. But for them to be this rigid in thinking, they can't even engage in any logical argument. It's just to tell you that they are being contracted. They have signed something and they are not going back. They are not thinking. They don't care. Some of them are one Nigerianists that believe that you understand? And the best way to avoid any interrogation is to make sure that your picture, your voice is not out there. Is it normal that since Nkere and their group fell back, only former Brgie media still maintain with their identity? Mention one person that is actively supporting Nkere on media. That is a new person. That's like nobody knows the person before, and the person is now boldly supporting Nkere. You will not see even one person. Eunice face have been out there supporting DOS and Nkere group. Do you understand? I'm talking about new person. Mention one person that you cannot see his face that is not here before. That person must be a well-certified criminal also. But I cannot even pick one person. That will tell you all you need to know.
It's telling us how wonderful Elias is and our lawyer people are, how blessed they are and how smart. And how come suddenly, because you are not there, everything goes shit. And you don't know that this decision you have taken has cost many things. People have died because of it. Many souls and many people keep dying. That is why I keep saying sometimes we don't know the decisions we take in life.
Now, the least people that are supposed to talk about people dying as of today is Nkere group. And there's a reason why those of you that have not followed me on my Twitter, if you are not followed on my Twitter handle, please just follow me there. Follow me on Twitter. There's a video that I pinned there. There is a video that I pinned on Twitter. That is how Sawana buyed Biafrans because of instruction that Ogekere and their group, this fallback we are seeing today, said they want to prove to Biafra that Ngozi DPM is not in charge, that men on ground don't want to work with her, and on that instruction, Biafrans were being slaughtered like chicken. Okay, so please, if you have not followed me on S, this is my S handle. If you are on Twitter, please search this Kai Reports _001. If you type it on X, you will see my S account. The video that pinned there is the activities of Asana people under Nkere watch, telling BLA not to work, to prove that he can command them not to work and they will obey. Then Ngozi should present her army, and that is what happened in that incident. And as well as Asana took advantage of that and slaughtered Biafrans. Betty Ford and Mazako and their group were shouting on social media then, "Go and call on Ngozi to help you." You get the point now. This incident happened live, not a story. I did not make it up. It's just real.
It destroys. It's not about just you talking because you have the privilege, but you don't know the consequences of what you utter out from your mouth in the name of because you think you can talk. So, for me, the only thing I want Biafrans, they let know that we are doing because...
Look at the warning PM. Look at the you don't know him. Nothing about him. Always nobody. People that always attack people are nobody. Look at Lazuba. Look at Chimeze. Look at the TV. The federal government should buy Mazamakan. When you check who they are all nobody. Nobody. I mean nobody. They are the one talking.
The most important things, I remember one thing I might have said one time. So, not because he's here. When they asked, there was something we were talking. Somebody asked him a question. What are we going to do now for something to happen, for people to change? He said one thing. It's just a result. Do something for something to happen. Just like what is happening now. Our Prime Minister is showing his work. Everybody seeing it. It's just a gradual process. There are some ignorant ones that is still going to turn up. That is why I said, when we keep our television busy, we keep it busy with programs, with some things that are supposed to be. Talk about our cultures. Some of our parents who are privileged to have kids that are adults who can create things out there, they can come to our television and do things with their friends from outside. They come to other places. Those who follow them from social media, they can easily come up before you know it. Our television is going to be something else. As long as we're giving the world what they want, and we have the human capacity, the only thing we need is to be spreading the message across. Before you know it, that is it. Because this space we are talking about today, there was a time nobody knows about space. But it was people, it was occasions, things, activities that made it to be what it is today, that is everybody's own space. So we can as well also advertise.
Let me go forward to your other people.
It means everybody has seen it. Ohanese and Ongan, that means everybody was there. Now, when you say Ohanese, what you are talking about is that assembly is both an assembly and the kingship. When you say Ohanese, which means everybody has agreed, what you are saying is both that assembly, which is the assembly and the kingship, has agreed because everybody is part of the kingship. That's why.
I wonder why these guys actually think they are making sense. Why do they think they are making sense? Or they don't listen to themselves. They don't hear what they're saying. Like they cannot hear themselves.
Ohanese means everybody. That is the assembly and the kingship. The assembly of our people is the kingship of our people, because our people rule by assembly, not by individuals. So our assembly is also the kingship. Ohanese, an assembly and the kingship. But some idiots will go and say that Ohanese means the people and their king, and Nnamdi Kanu is their king, our leader Nnamdi Kanu, and you call yourself an Igbo man. Even though you are as old as myself are talking rubbish, they can't even understand the Igbo they are speaking. They don't know the traditions of their people, even when those things are glaring in their eyes. Talk to their Latina, they can't even see them. Ohanese simply means an assembly and a kingship, because our people rule by assembly. It is not the people and their king. It's an assembly and a kingship, because we.
Oh, this is coming from people that handpick Nkere. Coming from people that handpick Nkere. We are talking to PM like that. Do you know? Can you? Okay, you guys want to be really clear. I am waiting to see your referendum. That will be very, very nice. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this nonsense off here. This is just gang of criminals without making it. They're not making any sense at all. Zero sense. So thank you, my people. This is 2 hours that I mapped out for this program. I did not even know that it's only 2 hours now. 2 hours, 12 minutes. So we're going to end it here. God bless you and thank you for your time. Make sure you like the video before you go. See you again. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.